It used to be hard to imagine the word quarantine would come up in conversations about travel. That was until 2020, when quarantine and isolation became familiar to most people, if not by having to be in one, then with the concept at least. Thailand has a program whereby hotels can be part of the quarantine system. Though there are state quarantine facilities provided for incoming Thais, some people want something a little more comfortable for their 14 days of confinement. This is where Alternative State Quarantine or ASQ comes in. There are currently 137 hotels in Bangkok alone participating in the program. This does not include what is called Alternative Local Quarantine or ALQ in popular tourist locations such as Pattaya, Phuket, or Samui. Bangkok has about 18,000 rooms available, and the occupancy rate now is only at 50 to 60%. 137 hotels sounds like a lot, but there are many hotels out there which decided not to join the scheme, partly because the process of turning the hotel to be a quarantine facility is not easy. The president of ASQ-ALQ Thailand, Ekachai Sikurecha, told Thai PBS World that it can take up to 8 weeks to convert a hotel, and everything about the process is challenging.
It usually took us around 3 to 8 weeks to prepare the hotel to meet the Ministry of Health standard and requirements, and the hospital partner will come in to inspect and train all the staff to meet the standard. The training takes place for 3 to 5 days prior opening. Everything is difficult overall. It's pretty difficult to maintain and to run the ASQ hotel. There are many different small things which have to be looked up for and looked into it to make it successful.
Ekachai said that the changes and the preparation are also expensive. Basically, all the rooms have to be refurbished to meet the criteria of both the Ministry of Public Health and the hospital, which each hotel partner with. On top of that, in an attempt to keep their guests entertained, some hotels provide yoga mats, dumbbells, and other fitness equipment, or even PlayStation.
We have to remove the carpet, or we have to cover the floor with the plastic to avoid all the dirt to fall into the carpet. And there's a ventilation system, the aircon system will be tested and be rechecked by the Ministry of Public Health, and the water drainage system and the sewage system. We have to meet all the standards required by the hospital partner and the Ministry of Health of Public.
The day Thai PBS World met Ekachai, he was attending part of inoculation campaign for ASQ hotel staff, one of the measures which will help staff build up their immunity and provide them with a greater level of safety, as they work on the front line to welcome and care for the arrivals. Thailand began rolling out its national inoculation program at the end of February. So far, however, less than 5% of its population has been vaccinated. The public health minister said that they hope to be able to inoculate 70% of the population, or 50 million people, by the end of the year, including foreigners in Thailand. Since April last year, the hotels in ASQ program generated 2 billion baht in revenue for the country already, a number that Ekachai said everyone in the hotel industry worked hard to achieve. Ekachai said when the quarantine period was reduced to 10 and 7 days several months ago, it got them all excited about welcoming tourists back. But with the current surge in COVID-19 cases resulting in a return of 14-day quarantine might stop people from coming. It's a tough time, he said. Ekachai hopes the country will be able to open for tourists in October this year, given most people in Thailand should be vaccinated by then. Tulip Naksomphop Lao reported for Thai PBS World.